Welcome to the Velvet Room. Now then.
Please choose the personas you would like to fuse. Take all the time you need to consider. Have you all the elements you need?
This persona is powerful. Very well. We look forward. Welcome to the Velvet Room. This is your progress so far. Does that persona catch your eye? you'll be summoning this one? May it be your inner strength. Are you finished? We look...
Miserable. I never knew I'm thinking this will last forever. Baby, stay with me. You gotta say now your answers are all in me. I never felt like so different now. It doesn't seem like we've been far away.
Greeting! How flatter! Listen well. I have come up with a great idea to get my uncle to appreciate Japan's charm. I will show him a kimono. When he sees it, he will understand the beauty of Nihon. Wait, with you in my corner, I have nothing to fear. The kimono is a Japanese treasure, full of culture and history. If I show it to my uncle, he will surely let me stay in Nihon. As for the design, it will be inspired by the mascot of Azuki Arai. Simple but deep. I choose this design because, well, you are the one who took me there. I can see everything clearly now. I shall hurry and make the kimono. I must soar. Soar like the wind.
Oh, welcome back.
So dance, if you wanna go ahead. Free to do whatever, I'm chilling on my bed. I'm out in my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever like is, we gon' flow with this head. Hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire every day.
Salut.
Inspired, but never expires. But we gon' chill today, let me rock the world tomorrow, you know.
Hey! Yes!
This series always has such crazy plot twists. When the main girl's best friend betrayed her, I was like, what? Being backstabbed by the one person you trusted most is just horrible. What would you do if that happened to you? That's awfully admirable. You sound just like the main character. To be honest, there was once a girl I was close to who suddenly started avoiding me. It wasn't a full-blown betrayal or anything, but I was so hurt by that. It's hard to forgive and forget. Oh shoot, it's starting! It's so fast-paced, we really need to pay attention. Aw, no way! It's just gonna end like that? Ugh, it happens every time, but they're so good at leaving you hanging. I need to know how it ends. Let's watch more next time, okay? It's getting pretty late. We better head back to our rooms.
Good morning. This is Elizabeth. I am calling to inform you that more humans have wandered into Tartarus. 2 this time, I believe, and there seems to be an acquaintance of yours among them. I suggest you carry out a rescue post-haste. Goodbye now.
I never feel like so miserable. Never knew I'd thinking this will last forever. Baby, stay with me. You gotta say now you let things all in me. I never. I never feel like so miserable.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. Please take a look. This persona, yes? So you'll be summoning this one? Very well, it's yours. Are you finished? We look...
I never feel like so miserable. Never knew I'd thinking this will.
Regarding the incident from the other day with the cigarette butt in the boys' bathroom, it seems the teachers want the student expelled as soon as we find out who it is.
What?
Well, I guess we should have
It does
expected
hurt the
that.
school's reputation.
I'll keep everyone posted on this. That's all for now. Expulsion, huh? So, what do you think about all of this? About the smoker's punishment, I mean. Yes, I think so too. Once I catch the culprit, I'll give him a good talking to. The goal here should be to prevent this from happening again. I'm not counting on it, but it'd be great if I could get people like him to change their ways. I don't sympathize with students who break the rules, but does kicking the bad kids out really make the school a better place? It's really not like me to whine about it. I guess I'm just confused because I feel so powerless. If I can go above and beyond this time and earn the teacher's trust, my word will hold more weight around here. Just you watch. I'll work my way to the top. I still have some work left to do. I need to compile a list of suspects. You can head on out of here. And take care.
Welcome back.
Yo. So dance. If you wanna go ahead.
I owe you one.
Do whatever.
I'll handle the cooking. You just eat, and then take care of cleanup afterwards. This time, I want to try hot pot. I can probably handle that. Hey, don't worry. We've got chicken, onions, carrots, mushrooms. All right. Why don't you go get a plate and sit tight? I've been so busy lately. I've had to leave most of the boxing team activities to the junior members, but they actually won a team event at a rookie tournament. So, I thought I'd put together this little celebration for them. Actually, I've been so occupied with my own problems that I haven't been able to coach them much. Still, they appreciate the work I do put in, so I'm proud of them. I gotta say though, hot pot is an interesting concept. Every ingredient adds its own flavor, and the end result is so great. It'd be nice if C's could mesh just as well with a ragtag group of members. I know everyone's wildly different from each other, but if there's anyone who can make it work, it's you. Anyway, when I'm out there on the front lines, I'll make sure I'm in a position to showcase my strengths. Boxing's taught me that once I get into the rhythm of battle, nothing can stop me. That's my fighting style. Don't forget it. It's nice to be able to share a hot pot with someone else like this. Maybe I'll do this with the boxing team too, if I ever get a chance. All right, now how do we finish the broth? Maybe udon? Or rice porridge? Or how about some protein dumplings?
Attention, please.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. Please take a look. This persona, yes? Please take a look. Is this acceptable? May it be your inner strength. Very well. We look...
Heading to practice? Yeah!
Doesn't Miyamoto seem slower lately?
Yeah, he's not keeping his usual pace.
He thinks he'll make it to the Nationals like that?
You guys have nothing better to do? Why don't you give me a hand with the laundry? The only thing they're good at is kicking up dirt. Hey, Kaz! Coach wants to see you in the office.
Okay, be right there.
Hey. Never mind. I think we can wrap up practice for today.
Hey! Let's walk home together.
So, Coach told me my performance has been slipping. I know you didn't say anything. I just think he can tell something's up. It's sore, sure, but I managed to make it through practice today. He said I'd be suspended from the team if I'm hurt, but I told him I was fine. I've already missed practice 3 times this year. I'm gonna have to seriously step up my game. Otherwise, I won't be able to keep my promise to my nephew. You're right. In the end, it's the toughest one who wins. I've decided that I'll take my chances for my nephew's sake, even if I mess up my knee for the rest of my life. If that happens, I want you to be the next captain. It's not exactly the happiest topic. That's just the worst case scenario. I'm gonna keep my promise, win the meet, then the nationals. Then I'll take care of my knee. Nothing can stop me now.
I see you're back.
So dance, if you wanna go ahead, free to do whatever.
All right.
I'm chilling on my bed, I'm minding my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever life is, we gon' flow with this. Hey, 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 fueling the fire with the burning desire every day. We inspire, but never expires. But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow, you know.
By the way... All right. Oh, did you finish reading the final volume? You looked really focused when you were reading. I can definitely relate. When I got to the end, I was so absorbed that I almost forgot to breathe. What an amazing series! I didn't notice at first, but at some point I could suddenly just make sense of the complex setting. Isn't it weird how that works? Right. If it was just straight exposition, it would be exhausting trying to keep track of everything. Being able to tie the world building into the narrative really shows how skilled the author is. I wish I could communicate as well as the author does in this book. Remember when I told you how I recommended a book to a classmate, but she turned me down? Knowing what to say is important, but how you say it is difficult too. Before I could tell her how fascinating the story is, I was telling her how many volumes it was and that it's written by a famous author. I don't think that kind of information's going to persuade someone to read. Thanks. Maybe I'll try talking to her again. I think I'll have a lot of good things to say about this book now.
It always feels nice when someone shows an interest in something you like. Even just sharing our opinions like this is so refreshing. That's why I really want to work on how I communicate things. Because if I do that, then maybe I'll get more fun moments like this. Oh, look at the time. We should probably call it a night. I have some other books I can recommend, if you'd like. Thank you. I hope you'll like those too. Well then, good night.
And so...
Thank you. I decided I want to be able to make more than just rice balls. I started learning how to cook because I wanted to thank everyone for what they've done for me. But only knowing how to make rice balls isn't going to cut it. I told myself I needed to do something more, but then I started to doubt myself again. That's when I thought of you. So what I'm saying is, I'd like you to help me for just a bit longer. And I'd really appreciate it if you could keep giving me your advice. I promise I'm going to do the best I can. So, can I count on you? Really? Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you. I just want to thank everyone for helping me find my place in the world. I know I don't seem very reliable, but I want to make myself a useful member of the team. Thank you. It feels so reassuring to have your support. More than anything, though, I want to keep learning. For your sake, too. I'd like to be able to help you with more than just fighting. I was wondering, you don't think I'm overdoing it, right? Sorry, I guess I'm the only one who can answer that. I'm going to head back now.
Oh, welcome back.
So dance, if you wanna go ahead. We can do whatever, I'm chilling on my bed.
Oh, yeah!
Biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever life is, we gon' flow with this day. Hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire. Every day
Thanks.
we inspire, but never.
I'm thinking of using the cabbage in the fridge to make a cream stew. I've heard it's healthy from leaf to core, so I'll go ahead and use the entire thing. As you can see, I've done my homework. Did you come prepared? I'm back on my game after making that perfect chicken sauté. This'll be no problem at all. Okay, less talking, more cooking. I'll handle the main dish with the cabbage. So how about you start on the rice and stuff? I'm stuffed. We made short work of that, huh? So, how'd you like today's meal? Oh, you said it! You actually said yum! Finally! I just had to get you to say it today. Hey, remember what I said the very first time we cooked together? That I'd make it so delicious you couldn't help saying yum. I'm pretty stubborn, you know. But I gotta say, it's nice seeing the look on someone's face when they're eating something they really like. It's not just about proving myself. It's that I really wanted to see that smile again. What, did that make me sound selfless? Sorry, but this is still a two-way street. Next time, it's your turn to do something for me. Let's make some yummy memories together. Thanks for today. Let's do this again when you have some time. Okay, let's hurry and get this cleaned up. Oh, sorry. No one was here, so I figured it'd be okay.
It's rare to see you here. Is it for the archery team?
Yes, the teacher wanted a report.
I see. That's a lot of responsibility.
Oh, not really. It's nothing compared to what you have to do. Actually, I wanted to ask you something. Senpai, what are you fighting for?
Well, I guess you could say it's my way of atoning for the past.
In my case, I don't think I really have a reason anymore. I mean, I know the whole story about my father now. I guess I could still fix the mistakes he left behind, though. Maybe I should have thought about this earlier, huh? But it took me this long to start questioning myself.
It's so strange to me that they constantly keep bringing up this idea of characters being unsure what their reason for fighting is when people all across the country are being put under apathy syndrome, which is like ruining their lives. People are like passing out constantly. That's your reason for fighting. There we go. It's because these characters are so undefined upon joining your team that they need to come up with some sort of way to give them more depth in terms of why them, like why are they the ones who are on your team. Like in Persona 4 and 5, the process of the characters joining your team is what defines them as a character, but this game completely lacks that. Just random people join your team when the game wants them to. Yeah, it's rough.
That's understandable.
It seems like everyone has their own reason for fighting. Well, defeating the shadows is probably a good enough reason, huh?
What are you trying to say?
I'm not exactly sure, but it's all gonna be over after the next full moon. So there's not much point in thinking about it.
That's true. Once we put an end to this, we can go back to a normal high school life. The rest of the student council will be here soon. We can pick this up later, though, if you want.
Oh no, that's okay. Thanks for listening.
really that many cookbooks, were there? I'm sorry. I didn't realize that store mainly sold manga. I should have looked the place up beforehand. Oh, do you mind if we take a seat? Do you remember what I told you before? I mentioned that I don't really like going to bookstores. Well, about that. I had a bit of a bad experience in a bookstore once. I think it was at the start of last April. Someone took a picture of me. They accused me of stealing. I'm not very tall, right? So when I was reaching for a high shelf, I accidentally knocked some books down. Well, a few of them landed in my bag. I went to take them out and put them back on the shelf, but some girl from my class took a picture of me with her cell phone. She even threatened to show my parents. Thank you. But don't you think I'm stupid for letting this get to me? If I'd just spoken up, I could have settled it right there. I know that. But I still couldn't say anything back. All these negative thoughts kept running through my head. I thought no matter what I said, it wouldn't do any good in the end. But now, I want to believe that I can change. Whenever I'm with you, I feel like I don't get swept up in those negative thoughts. I know I'm being selfish, but... I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm making it sound like I'm just using you, aren't I? That's not what I meant, really. What I'm trying to say is... I've really come to depend on you. And I'm really happy that you're there for me. That's all. Sorry. I'm always going on about my own problems. At this rate, I'm never going to be able to repay you. I should have just discussed my cooking concerns with everyone at the dorm, but... somehow, I find myself always going to you for help. I want to hear your opinion, but more than that, I feel at ease when you're with me. I wonder why. I'm sure it's because you're our leader. That's why I depend on you so much. Huh? Oh! Well, maybe that isn't the only reason. Sorry, I think I need to go back to the dorm. I need some time to get my thoughts in order. Could we talk about this again later? Thank you. I'm going to head back now.
Oh, welcome back.
So dance. If
See you.
Hello there. You have my... Ah, here it is. In this scene, the main character says, "That ass better not crack under pressure." Usually, people's asses are already cracked. Yours is as well, right? I understand. But please tell me someday. For now, I will put the question on hold. Currently, this is the only section that I am unclear on. But I suspect that if I continue reading, I will encounter even more confusing phrases. If you don't mind, could I ask you to read with me and... Thank you very much. With your help, I've been able to update my records with new information. Apparently, this book has a sequel. If it is possible, I would like to read with you again sometime. It's gotten rather late. We should head back to our rooms. Or should I say, our turfs.
Hey. Thanks.
I never fail.
Say, how do you feel about a pink alligator? I thought so too. I knew you'd understand. See, it's the main character of a story that I'm writing. He was born in a lush, green forest, but he turned out to be pink. He stands out so much that he can't hunt for food easily, so he's always hungry. The other animals dislike him and call him disgusting, almost like he's cursed. So he was used to living alone. But one day, he made a friend. It was a little bird that had trouble flying. Every day, the bird would stand on the pink alligator's back and practice. It's kind of embarrassing to tell you this. So, what do you think? Really? I've never written a story before, so I'm worried it's not going to be very good. But what matters is that I'm writing it for myself. Perhaps I can show you the entire novel someday. I actually came up with it the other day. I decided I wanted to write a heartwarming story just for myself. I'd like it to be a hopeful tale about finding the meaning in one's life. I think of you when I write. It's like I can hear you telling me not to die just yet. The wind is going to pick up soon. I can feel these kinds of things now. I hope I have enough time. We should leave. I'd like to see you again sometime.
Welcome back.
So I was hoping you could watch me as I make the coffee. Thank you. Okay, the beans are freshly ground and accurately measured. The water is about 90 degrees Celsius. Now, the pace and angle when pouring the water are really important. All right, here I go. Pour slowly and quietly in a circular motion. You'll know you're doing it right when it starts smelling really good. It's not exactly what you'd get at a cafe, but I think I've improved a lot. There's so much to consider when making coffee. I get why people are so particular about it. I know it's a bit weird to ask at this point, but when do you feel like drinking coffee the most? Well, that does seem to be common for a lot of people. The taste and smell are a signal to start the day. It's sort of like flipping a switch in your head. When my mom was still alive, the house used to smell like this every morning. Now I realize how often she'd make coffee, even on days she was busy. I saw on TV the other day that smells and memories are linked closely together. The smell of coffee reminded me of my mom. But in your case, I wonder if it'll remind you of the times we spent here, drinking coffee together. In that case, I'd better practice and treat you to another cup while we still have time. It'd be pretty sad if you only remembered my coffee being bitter. I feel like I haven't gotten into something like this for a long time. I also think it's helped me practice staying focused. Maybe it's because I've been doing it so diligently. Anyways, thanks a lot. Because of you, I think I understand the taste of coffee a little better now. Besides, if my mom liked it, I'm sure I will too. Oh, there's still more if you want a refill. I've gotten a lot better now, so I hope you'll join me again sometime. Next time, it's gonna be even better than it was today.
Listen. Exactly.
What is it? And what's with this scary look?
What do you think you're doing?
Just practicing?
Well, that's enough practice for you. Get your butt to the nurse's office. The rest of you, get back to it.
The nurse's office? Miyamoto, did something happen? Miyamoto, did something happen?
That's Xander Mobus.
The nurse's office? Miyamoto, did something happen? The nurse's office? Miyamoto, did something happen?
Yeah, that second voice.
Miyamoto, did something happen?
That sounds just like Xander Mobus when he plays Joker.
Knew it! He's such a bad liar. You can totally tell he's going easy on one knee. I know you have something to do with this. Sorry, but you're coming too.
I just had a call with your mom about your knee.
You're throwing caution to the wind, young man.
That blabbermouth.
I want you to stop before things get any worse. You got that?
Please don't do this to me. I need to practice.
I heard, Kaz.
Yuko? And you too?
Take some time off, Kaz. Practice can wait till you're all better.
I can't! I don't have time!
Huh? What's the rush? Why do you do these things to yourself?
You've been hanging around with Miyamoto lately, right? You must know what's going on.
Wait. He has nothing to do with this. I don't want you to get dragged into this. So I'll come clean. So, the truth is... And that's the gist of it. So I need to practice. I have to win, or else...
I know how you feel, Miyamoto, but...
It all depends on me if my nephew ever walks again.
So that's what's going on.
I don't mind if he competes in the regionals. It's just the individual competition, so we don't have to worry about him bringing us down.
Hey, what happened to practice?
We were worried about Miyamoto.
Guys.
I'll let you keep training for now. We'll see how things go.
We were worried about Miyamoto.
It's just the individual competition, so we don't have to worry about him bringing us down.
But if I tell you to stop, I'm sorry. You are gonna have to listen, and I want you to go home today. Your mother will be upset with me if I let you stay.
Sorry, Coach. Everyone, I
think we're done here. The rest of you, back to training.
Welcome back. I have a suggestion.
Today, I'd like to make a snack food that would pair well with tea. That said, I'm not terribly well versed in the art of cuisine, so I'm hoping to make some simple karumeyaki. Did your teachers ever show you how to make it? Excellent. Then I don't need to explain. All right, let's get started. Temperature control is key. We want to turn off the heat right before it hits 130 degrees Celsius. Oh, we should keep things moving. Let's put the sugar in the ladle first. What a nostalgic flavor. It may not require hours in the kitchen, and the taste isn't particularly complex, but I'm quite fond of these. And more than anything, it's nice that we can make it ourselves. You know, when I saw this for the first time, I thought it was like magic. I've tried making it myself a number of times, but I ended up burning it on every attempt. I guess you could call it a bittersweet memory. But I didn't give up. I continued practicing. And that's finally led to our success today. What do you think? Hearing you say that makes me glad to have shared it. Back home, there were plenty of opportunities to host formal dinners and tea parties. But I never considered it particularly admirable to have someone else prepare the extravagant dishes. Doing the cooking myself also allows me to talk with you like this. And isn't that sort of familiarity the key to understanding each other better? I think this might have been what I was missing. Instead of complaining about being difficult to approach, I needed to create an opportunity for change. It's fascinating, the kind of things you learn by simply inviting someone over for tea. Thank you. I hope we can talk again like this sometime. Oh, right. I had a favor to ask. There's still some sugar and baking soda left. Do you think you could help me make another batch? Karumeyaki keeps for a long time. This could be a good chance to make some for the others.
You know what? Yep, yep.
I never feel like
Please, just wait a little while longer. Even if the tree is gone, you still live on inside us. Oh, you're here. You could have woken me up. Or did you just want to admire my pretty face sleeping like a baby? Upsy daisy. We recently closed the book on a difficult matter, so I suppose the relief has put me at ease. It's the middle of the day, but I feel awfully sleepy. I'm deeply touched that you and so many others tried to help us, but truth is, we sent a letter to GeckoCon. We asked them to go ahead and cut the persimmon tree down. Just the reaction I was hoping for. It was more than worth it to surprise you like that. Sorry for doing this without running it by you. When we went to visit the tree together, I met a school faculty member on my way back. He told me the administration is planning to put up a new school building where the tree currently is. It would be selfish of an old man like me to deprive those young people of new learning opportunities. Helping children reach their potential is more important than clinging on to old memories. I think our son would agree. He was a teacher, after all.
Yes, we had a long talk about it, and this was the conclusion we came to.
You really set an example for young people, being so considerate to old folks like us. We pray with our son in heaven that more kind souls like you will graduate from GeckoCon. Here, we'd like you to have this. It's the first fruit produced by the persimmon tree. A little rough around the edges. Just like our son. My dear was the one who suggested we give it to you. Cheer up and get on with our lives. We're too old to waste a single day. If we kick the bucket while wasting our days away, I'm sure he'd laugh at us from heaven.
It's hard on the parents to have such a well-respected son. Oh my. Does it sound like I'm boasting? Oh no.
Oh, it's you. Welcome back.
So dance, if you wanna go ahead. Free to do whatever, I'm chilling on my bed. Minding my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever like is, we gon' flow with the set. Hey, hey, hey.
at the last episode. I wonder how it's going to end. You know, about this series, I mentioned before how it caught my attention, but I was afraid it might be too scary for me. But I'm glad I watched it. Guess it's important to break out of your comfort zone sometimes. Do you ever try watching things from genres you don't normally get into? I'm the same way. Isn't it easier to try something new when you have someone with you for the ride? It's also nice to be able to comment on it and see the other person's reaction. Watching this together made me realize how much I appreciated the main character. Like how she can't turn a blind eye to people in need and extends her hand to almost anyone. And of course the way she kept pressing forward no matter what happened. It was so inspiring. Come to think of it, isn't she just like you? That might be a stretch. Remember how I told you about that girl I was close to who started ignoring me one day? It's not like I did anything to make her hate me. We've been friends for a long time, but one day out of the blue, she just said, "My mother told me I can't play with you anymore." It's because there were rumors floating around about my parents. I kinda get it now, looking back, but at the time I was just sad. What I'm trying to say is, this show made me realize I'd like to be a little more like the main character. I want to be the kind of person who'd help anyone at any time. Someone who's kind and strong. It might be silly to say I look up to a fictional character, but there's no harm in following her example. At least that's what I think. Oh, the last episode's starting. That ending was so good! I hope they'll make a sequel. I'll bring more DVDs I'm curious about next time. Oh, it's about time we head back to our rooms. Have a good night, okay?
Good evening. It'll be a full moon again in just another week, finally. This will be the 12th ordeal. Are you ready? I can't tell if time's been at a crawl or flying on by, but either way, a lot's happened, hasn't it? It's a bit soon to be reminiscing, though. How about I come see you once it's over? Be careful now.
So, about last time, let's go to Hagakure! My younger brother and I were twins, but not the kind that looked the same. He was the better-looking one. Everyone called me the uglier Suimitsu. They always compared me to him, and I could never beat him in anything. There was a time when I used to hit him for no reason. But even then, he still treated me like a brother. Then in middle school, we bought steamed buns. And then he died. Food poisoning. They said the meat was undercooked. Just his bun, though. Not mine. But I couldn't even cry. I actually felt relieved. I thought maybe they'll all finally stop laughing at me. Thanks, but I know already. I was a terrible brother. At first, I tried to be more like him. I went to cram schools and did martial arts and everything. But I could never be as good, and eventually, I started to feel like people were laughing at me. The only time I feel safe is when I'm eating. All that matters is what's in front of me, and everything else melts away. See? That's what the Gourmet King really is. I only eat to run away from my problems. But if I keep this up, I'll never be able to replace my brother. Will I? Be myself? Is that really how it is? I hear you. You're right. I can never be like my brother. We're two different people. How did I miss something so obvious? I can be pretty dumb sometimes. Thank you. Really, thank you so much.
I am thou, the innermost power. We now the ultimate form of the moon within.
Oh, I know this is sudden, but I'm relieving you of your duties as the Gourmet King's Royal Guard. You're fired, because you're the new king. All hail Gourmet King the Second! The restaurants in the strip mall gave this to me because of how often I eat there. I feel like I've been fake all this time. But one day, I will become the true Gourmet King. I think I'll become a food critic. It'll be my job to eat. I'm gonna become a food master. Then when I die and go to the afterlife, I can face my brother. And then I can tell him I was the best at something for once in my life. So until I reclaim my crown, you can hang on to it. I may have lost my title, but someday, I'll make my grand return as Gourmet King III. That's my promise to you. And to my little brother. Huh. I've been talking so much about my brother, but I'm okay. My memories didn't make me sad and hungry this time. Oh, wow. I never realized how good the ramen tastes here. Hello.
So dance, if you wanna go ahead. Free to do whatever, I'm chilling on my bed. Minding my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever like is, we gon' flow with this head. Hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire. Every day we inspire, but never expires. But we gon' chill today, let me rock the world tomorrow, you know.
Oh, it's you. Sorry for surprising you. I had a feeling someone was in here, so I came to check. What's that? Did you find this? I see. He made a habit of not leaving behind any personal belongings, but... I have no idea when he filled out this form to return to school, or whether he even planned to hand it in. I think this is proof that he was thinking about the promise we made. Yes. He was so against it, and yet he still left this for us. I should show Akihiko. Or... actually, maybe I shouldn't. He probably wouldn't approve. Let's just keep this between us for now. It sounds like you know how to handle those two now. Thanks to you, I was able to understand how he really felt. I'll say this on behalf of all three of us. Thank you so much. Here. You take this. It should go to you, since you're the one who got him to open up. Someday, once we leave the storm, then I'll tell Akihiko. I'll tell him about his struggle returning to this room to fulfill the promise we made. But he never forgot those days when it was just the three of us. Not even for a moment. Well... Precisely.
If you wanna go ahead, free to do whatever. I'm chilling on my bed. I'm minding my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever like is, we gon' flow with this. Hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire every day. We inspire, but never expires. But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow, you know.
Hey. I see. I see.
Excuse me. Yes. That reminds me. I was reading this book during class once. One of our classmates saw and said to me, "Wow, I'm surprised. So you're the type to talk with your fists. What exactly do I look like to everyone else?" Cute. From what I understand, that term is used to describe small animals. Are you saying that I'm also being placed into that category? I am an anti-shadow weapon, but I don't seem to be regarded as such. I must correct this problem at once. If it is not addressed, it could negatively impact my ability to carry out my duties. Once I finish reading, I will start thinking of a solution. During combat, the mental states of both sides play a significant role in the outcome. I want my presence to strike fear in the hearts of my enemies, but galvanize my allies as well. What can I do to convey that kind of impression? Ideally, it would be something to encourage people to depend on me. Maybe I can find some tips in this book. I think this is enough reading for now. We should return to our rooms.
Let's get on with today's lesson.
Hey, mind if I go take a look at some earrings? I've been wanting new ones, but I can never seem to make up my mind. They're all so cute, you know? There are too many options to choose from. I know! Why don't you come help me pick something out? Yeah! Come on then, let's go! Hang on, I've got a call. Hello? Uh-huh. What? You're not doing it? You want my approval first? Wait, it's fine. You can do what you want to do. What I mean is, if that's what you really want, then go ahead. It's your choice, so you really don't have to worry about me. Well, then, you want to meet up and talk about it? Hey, stop it. Don't cry. I'll try to call you more too, okay? All right. Bye. That was my mom. She apologized for everything that's happened. She said she won't get remarried until I'm okay with it. That's weird. I can't stop shaking for some reason. Can we sit for a while? Sorry about all that. I'm fine now. I was just surprised. I never expected this to happen. I told her we could meet up and talk about her remarriage. I'm nervous just thinking about it. Well, I don't know. To tell you the truth, I don't think it should be about me letting her or not. We haven't seen each other in almost 10 years, so it's not going to be easy. I'm afraid I'll get angry and say something cruel. Still, I think it's time I try talking to her. I've been saying how wrong it is to run away, so I need to live up to my own advice. You know, I think she still misses my dad deep down, but she couldn't handle it. Losing someone so important to her. I'm not sure how to explain, but I realized this after spending time with you and the others from the dorm. There are a lot of people who support me, and that's a wonderful thing. But my mom didn't have anyone like that, so all she could do was cling on to whoever she could. I think losing someone you love and having to go on alone is really, really hard. But I still think it's wrong to jump into relationships for a reason like that. The earrings can wait till next time. Let's just go home for today.
Oh, welcome.
Good morning. This is Elizabeth. I am calling one this time, I believe. Goodbye now.
Okay, let's begin. Then, not at all.
Marvelous. I'm looking for... A shame. Here are my requests. Very well then.
Thank you.
So dance. If you wanna go ahead, free to do whatever. I'm chilling on my bed. That ain't my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever like is. We flow with this hey, feel the fire with the burning desire. Every day we inspire, but never expires. But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow. You know.
They recommended this at the store when I said I was looking for a movie with a cool, hard-boiled main character.
That is Oya and Lala Chan's bar from Persona 5, the music. I'm trying to remember the name of the club. Is it You Come Air, I think, is the name of the club?
But so far, he just seems like a reckless old man to me. He even fell for that woman's lies. Do people really think this guy is cool? Oh, that's right. We are only halfway through the movie. He's surrounded by gangsters again! Wow! He was so cool! He actually knew it was a lie the whole time, and he was just pretending to be tricked. His signature phrase was so good, too! You can't be a detective without smarts, and you've got no right being a detective without a heart.
It's a very long catchphrase.
Looks like this movie is part of a series! Let's watch the other ones together when you have time.
Hey, so... Yeah.
Good day. A shame. Very well. Welcome to the Velvet Room. This is your progress so far. Does that persona catch your eye? Please, you can't carry any more than that. Are you finished? We look... Welcome to the Velvet Room. So you'll be summoning this one? Very well, it's yours. Are you finished? We look...
Hey, sup?
Coach and the boyfriend. Coach, we raced them all one-on-one, and 2 of us actually won. That means we tied the 6th graders. Can you believe it? They said they're gonna let us use the schoolyard now, and they want to be friends with us. They think we're pretty fast for 4th graders and told us we should play together sometime.
Oh, you guys! I never had a doubt. I know how hard you all worked. Big sis? You don't have to call me that if you don't want to. Auntie Yuko is fine.
1, 2, 3. Good luck with your boyfriend!
They called you my boyfriend till the very end. Those kids even call Kaz my boyfriend when I'm with him. You know what this feels like? The end of some cheesy high school drama series. Like the kids have left the nest. Well, of course. I was constantly worried someone would get hurt. To be honest, it was tough at the beginning. But now that they're gone, it feels kind of lonely. Teaching those kids how to race, it was pretty fun. They looked so happy every time they got faster. And it made me happy too. That feeling of wanting to help them just kept growing bigger and bigger. You know, this might have been the first time I really put my heart into something. And it's not that I've been slacking off as a team manager. But maybe helping and teaching people is more of my thing. Kind of made me think about the things I should do for my future, I mean. Oh, by the way, I wanted to thank you. Maybe we should throw a little party, you know, to celebrate our first attempt at coaching. Yay! Oh, I can't wait. Now where should we have the party at? I kind of want it to be somewhat fancy. I'll look around for a place. I didn't have much confidence at the beginning. So you being here with me was really... Well, let's talk about that next time. We'll have plenty of time at the party. Shall we head home?
I see you're back.
Each side had one win and one loss. A serious all-or-nothing match. And the fact that they were lifelong rivals only helped them push each other to the top. Do you have anyone you'd consider a rival? Interesting. I think facing off against you would make for a good match, but I have no intention of losing. Maybe we should try sparring sometime. Anyways, you'd have to be really lucky to find a partner like that. All the athletes from the other schools avoid me, so it's tough finding an opponent to spar with. And I don't think a long-time childhood friend is quite the same thing as a rival. But hey, the world is a big place. I'll just keep polishing my skills until I find the right person. Sorry, we were supposed to be relaxing, but I just ended up talking the whole time. Let's do this again. I'll put on some real good matches then. didn't notice the time before you go to sleep. You want to crack a raw egg for some protein first?
There's something worth looking at from here?
The moon is almost perfect.
It'll be full in just 3 more days.
So it would seem. I have no intention of relinquishing my abilities and living an empty life. To continue existing as we are, or to die powerless.
I hear you. I know how important this is to you, Takaya. To us, we can't afford to lose it. And besides...
Jin?
If the Dark Hour disappears, we might forget everything that happened. Won't we? I'd forget you and Chidori, the things we did together, our time at the facility. All of it. To me, that's a fate worse than death. I couldn't care less if that damned facility got erased from my memory. Having this uncontrollable power forced on us, watching everybody we knew disappear one by one. There's just one thing I refuse to forget. Back when I was trapped in that living hell, you spoke to me. Thanks to what you said, I learned how to keep myself going. Your words gave my life meaning, Takaya. If I forget that, I won't have any reason to be alive. It may not be much of a purpose compared to yours. It was just a couple of words, I know. But they meant the whole world to me. So I can't lose this fight either.
Is that so? Well then, why don't we find out together? Whom will fate elect to choose? Them or us?
Right.
I've been writing more of my story. How much did I tell you about? Oh, right. The pink alligator and the bird became friends, right? This was the alligator's first friend, and he was very happy. They started going to the river every day, and the alligator would listen to the little bird sing. But the pink alligator still had trouble hunting because of his color. He was so terribly easy to spot, and his prey always had plenty of time to escape. Eventually, he became so hungry that he grew dizzy. And one afternoon, he accidentally ate the bird as it slept in his mouth. Of course, he immediately realized what he'd done. He drank swamp water to vomit his friend back up. But he was too late. The bird was already dead. After that, he couldn't bring himself to eat anything. That's as far as I've written. I haven't decided on an ending yet. Oh, is it really that dark? For me, it's hard to tell. The words I use come from my own life. I don't really have a point of reference. But I see. So, this is depressing for others. You know, when I mentioned I was writing a diary, that was a lie. I was writing my will. I couldn't face reality, and I was essentially screaming curses into my notebook. For now, though, I'm writing my story in the same notebook. It probably isn't very good, but it contains some things that I've learned during my short life. When it's done, I'd like you to be the first to read it. Meeting you is why I started writing it, you know? I've been trying to come up with a good ending, but I just can't decide, and I'm running out of time. I've got to go now, but I hope to see you again.
Oh, it's you.
So dance, if you wanna go ahead. Free to do whatever, I'm chilling on my bed. I'm minding my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever like is, we gon' flow with the set.
Yes.
Hey, hey, hey. Thank you.